You're going to hear a fable about a dog that sees his reflection. Remember, a fable is a short story with a lesson. Listen carefully to identify the moral of the fable. Once upon a time, a big dog was trotting through the streets, feeling very fine because the butcher had just given him a juicy bone. The dog held his head high and his tail very stiff, and he looked neither to the right nor to the left. All the little town dogs ran behind him, barking and saying, "Please, please, let us smell your bone." But the big dog hurried on and would have nothing to do with the hungry little town dogs. The big dog would not think of sitting down to enjoy his bone. If he did that, some of his friends might come along, and then he would have to share his feast with them. A feast is a big meal. The big dog did not want to share. "I will bury my bone," said the dog. "I will bury it a long way from here, where none of the other dogs can find it. And then someday I'll dig it up and eat it." So the big dog hurried on until he left the town behind him. Soon he came to a clear, fast-running stream with a bridge across it. A stream is a small river. "On the other side of the stream will be a good place to bury my bones," said the big dog. He started across the bridge with the bone clutched tightly in his teeth. No sooner did he set foot on the bridge than he looked down and saw, running along the top of the water, another big dog with another bone in his mouth. The big dog stopped running, and the dog in the water stopped too. The big dog started walking again, and the dog in the water started too. The big dog put a fierce look and turned his head to face the dog in the water. The dog in the water turned to face him in precisely or exactly the same way, and with a look every bit as fierce. "This will never do," said the big dog. "I'm going to take his bone away from him." What do you think is happening? Are there really two dogs? One on top of the bridge and one in the water? So the big dog opened his mouth wide to take the other dog's bone. But there was no dog in the water at all. What the big dog had seen was only his own reflection. When he opened his mouth, his bone went splash in the stream, and the current carried it away forever. So the moral of the story is, if you are greedy, you may lose everything. Greedy means wanting more than you need.